In the messy beauty of love, timing is everything. Georgie Cooper and Mandy McAllister's whirlwind journey from accidental parents to reluctant spouses was never built on firm ground. Season 1 of First Marriage, the spin-off sequel to Young Sheldon, introduced us to a couple navigating the complexities of co-parenting, early marriage, and family drama, all with that signature Cooper charm and chaos. But as we roll into Season 2, it's time for the show to get real. Georgie and Mandy should get divorced. Not because they failed, but because growth sometimes means letting go. 1. The foundation was never stable. Let's rewind. Georgie, at just 17, finds out he's going to be a dad. Mandy, several years older, is fiercely independent, sarcastic, and career-focused. Their initial connection wasn't romantic, it was a mistake. A product of bad timing and bad decisions. But what followed was a series of forced choices, not mutual intentions. Pregnancy, a shotgun marriage, and two people trying to do the right thing, even when it didn't feel right for either. Season 1 romanticized their attempts at domestic bliss, but the tension was always there. Mandy's irritation at Georgie's immaturity. Georgie's insecurity about never being enough. They care about each other, yes, but it's not love. It's survival. And survival isn't sustainable. A divorce in Season 2 would acknowledge what audiences already know deep down. That love born out of obligation can't last. That sometimes, the bravest thing two people can do is admit it's over. 2. The divorce can unlock real character growth. Georgie has spent his life chasing validation. Whether it was from his parents, his peers, or Mandy, he's always been the dumb one, the dropout, the mistake maker. But in Season 2, divorce could be the wake-up call he needs. The moment he starts living life on his terms, not in reaction to what others think he should be. Imagine a Georgie who, post-divorce, enrolls in night school, starts a business, tries therapy, learns how to be a dad not by staying in a broken marriage, but by showing up in every other meaningful way. A divorce gives Georgie a new storyline. From boy to man, from reaction to responsibility. For Mandy, the divorce can be equally liberating. Mandy has always felt stuck, forced to choose between motherhood and personal ambition. But a split lets her reclaim her identity. She could go back to journalism, maybe even start her own podcast or local news segment. Her story stops being about Georgie and starts being about her. Divorce doesn't have to be an ending, it can be a reset button. A chance for both characters to evolve. 3. It keeps the show honest. First Marriage has been praised for its nuanced portrayal of young parenthood and small-town relationships, but if it skirts the reality of Georgie and Mandy's incompatibility, it risks becoming just another sitcom with artificial happy endings. The show's best moments are when it leans into emotional truth. Remember the raw honesty of Mandy's postpartum struggles, or the quiet heartbreak in Georgie's face when he realizes Mandy doesn't really see him as an equal. Season 2 should continue that tradition, and there's nothing more real, more raw, or more honest than a young couple realizing they rushed into something they weren't ready for. By showing them divorce with dignity, the show says something powerful. That failure isn't falling apart, it's refusing to change, and that walking away isn't quitting, it's choosing a better path. 4. It opens the door to compelling news stories. Let's be honest, tension makes good TV, and nothing fuels character tension like co-parenting after divorce. Picture this. Mandy starts dating someone new, someone responsible, older, everything Georgie isn't. Jealousy simmers. Not because Georgie wants her back, but because someone else is tucking his daughter into bed. That's drama. That's stakes. Or what about Georgie having a quarter-life crisis, moving in with Mima, and starting a questionable side hustle just to prove he's still got it? The comedic potential is endless. Divorce doesn't end their relationship, it redefines it. And that redefinition is fertile ground for both humor and heartbreak. Plus, this sets the stage for future arcs. Maybe they do find their way back to each other someday, older and wiser. Or maybe they become best friends who co-parent like pros. Either way, the journey is richer when it's complicated. 5. It reflects what fans have grown to understand about the Coopers. Let's not forget the Cooper legacy. George Sr. and Mary's marriage was always on the brink. Missy's rebellion, Sheldon's detachment, it all ties back to a household full of love but lacking in communication. First Marriage has the chance to show a generational break in that cycle. Georgie and Mandy don't have to be George and Mary. They can choose a healthier path, even if it means doing what their parents never could. Walking away before things get toxic. It's not just a divorce, it's a declaration that this family learns from its past. Conclusion. Divorce isn't the end, it's the start of Season 2's truth. In a world where sitcoms wrap up drama with a bow, First Marriage has the rare opportunity to do something bold. Tell the truth. The truth is that Georgie and Mandy were never supposed to be forever. They were two people thrown together by circumstance, trying to build a life on a foundation of fear, guilt, and duty. But Season 2 can free them, and us, from that illusion. Let them grow. Let them fail. Let them love their daughter fiercely while loving themselves enough to move on. That's not a tragedy. That's maturity. And let's be real, with Mima in the picture, the divorce parties are going to be epic.